That's the major number and theme this week for the Sentinel Spartans, 1972. 48 short years ago, the Spartans were the kings of the Class AA football spectrum after a 29-16 win over Great Falls at Dornblazer Stadium. However, that was the last time Sentinel reigned supreme. This Friday, the Spartans aim to break that streak, and in an all-too-perfect storyline, the game brings a family that bleeds Sentinel gold and purple full circle in their football lives. Gene Leonard coached the 1972 Sentinel team. Now, his grandson Gino Leonard is a two-way star for the Spartans, and often dubbed the heart and soul of this year's squad as Sentinel chases glory once again.
Well, I credit his dad and his mother because they're big football. My son played at Sentinel as well, and he played for the University of San Diego, so he was a good player. So he kind of grew up with Grandpa was a coach, and Dad's a fanatic. Gino, I'm so proud of him because first I thought he had some size limitations, but I have to tell you that there are a couple of things that really turned him into a football player, and it was a credit to his dedication, his love for the game that he grew into it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I always thought about it, going into high school. He's always told me stories of that game, and my dad graduated in '88 from Sentinel as well, so it's been super cool getting the tradition and the aspect on that side of it. And you look back on the teams from the past, and Sentinel's always had a super proud tradition, but it's awesome to have the opportunity to be in those ranks with my grandpa, but I can't be the one that loses it. So I got to stay in the same level as him and be able to rub it in my dad's face.
He fell in love with the game. He has an open personality. He loves meeting people, and he's upbeat, positive, enjoys life. He's provided some leadership. He's provided some rah-rah. He likes everybody, and everybody kind of likes him.
Yeah, definitely. I'm honored. My grandpa, you see him as a celebrity around town. Whenever I'm with him, he's always talking to someone random. I have no idea who it is. And he'll bring up old buddies and old stories he always has to tell. So, one day, hopefully I have that opportunity to talk about these things I was able to experience with some of my best friends and, my new family with this football team.
After moving to Montana from Michigan, Gene Leonard played football at the University of Montana. His grandson is bound for UM after this season concludes. The elder Leonard spent a total of 8 seasons as the Spartans head coach in 2 stints back in the 70s and early 80s. He said he sees a lot of similarities in this year's Sentinel team with the 72 team, such as cohesion and coachability, but wants this year's team to know how much that title meant to his team back then, and he hopes the 2020 group experiences the same.
I want them to know what that experience is like by those that look back at it after that period of time, because what I told them, I talked to the team last year, I said, you're writing your own history.
As for his grandson, Gene Leonard hasn't gotten a chance to watch him play in person this season, but that doesn't mean he doesn't find ways to coach Gino, support him, or even tease him.
And he's got a mop of hair on that head that I tease him about all the time. I said, when are you going to get a haircut like mine? I says, it doesn't get in your eyes, you don't have to use as much shampoo, And I think just because I made fun of him, I think he just decided to grow it as long and as thick as he possibly could. So, I just love it. He's just a fun kid.
It's awesome. I get a text from him pregame and postgame. I'll get a text, good luck, play fast, play physical. Then the next day I'll get some coaching tips. We'll get hey, we got to clean up those penalties. We gotta do this, we gotta do that. But it's awesome still seeing the coach come out of him, and it stinks with this whole COVID not being able to have him at those games. But, he's been cheering from home, which is awesome. Just wish he had the opportunity to watch this game in person, but, hopefully we're making him proud at home.
They've been city champions a few times now. They've got that in their belt. They're divisional champions. But the big enchilada is being a state champion.
In Missoula, Kyle Hansen, MTN Sports.